Alright, got it working now. Everybody on YouTube, welcome. This is our Dirt Street Stock finale for Season 27 here in the Sunday Cup League. The guys are out there practicing right now for their half-hour practice. Should be done here in about 15 minutes. And we will be ready to rock and roll here for this Sunday Cup League Series Season finale. I'd like to welcome Kip Duggar and our newly crowned late model sportsman champion Hossack 24 into the studio. Say hello, guys.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yep, thanks for having us, JB.
Yep, no problem. Should be a good race that we got going on here as these guys finish out the season. Kip's hauling ass in studio with us, was crowned the champion at the end of the last week's race, and so he decided to come sit in the booth with us today and do a little broadcasting here for our channel. So we'll look at our leaderboard right now. Currently, Brian 82 is sitting on our fastest time currently in the 30 car. He has run a time of 27.988. Cole Duggar is currently second in the 11 with a 28.078. And Rosta is currently third with a 28.622. That's your top three. Currently 11 cars on the track. So what do you think, guys? Who's got a good shot at it tonight for the finals?
If I was a betting man, I would go with Cole.
Yeah, Cole's pretty fast here, but I'll tell you, that Stacy has been super fast too. Just got to stay out of trouble.
Stacy Silva Cole.
And just based on the lap time so far, I know it's practice, but Brian's the only person to get into the 27-second bracket, so he's probably got a good shot too. He looks like he knows what he's doing.
Been staying home a lot? Yep, every day. Man, for such a busy life you have, must be a total change of pace, huh? Yep, plenty. The only thing I can do is work on my iRACING. That doesn't hurt.
Alright, that's a little insight of what the drivers are talking about right now. We'll go back to them periodically, time to time, and see what they are doing. Right now, they're just making some laps here around the track, ready to get it going here at beautiful USA International Dirt. We'll do a little interview with Cole here real quick. Cole Duggar, Josh Terhill up in the booth. You got a copy on me?
I've got a copy. How are you?
Good, Cole. We're sitting up here in the booth. Us three kind of commenting on what's going to happen tonight. What do you think your chances are?
I don't really know how odds work, but I'll say 5-2.
5-2. That's a good shot, I guess. Any questions for anybody in the field here, Hossack, before we get back into the booth?
I know, that's what I said.
Nope, he's not listening to me. All right, we'll jump back in and forth here a couple times probably during the race, give you guys a little heads up and a couple questions from the booth. But other than that, have a good night, guys.
Thanks for hopping in.
All right, you guys want to jump over to the All Teams channel real quick? Open that up on your scanner so you can hear what they're saying, and we'll do a couple interviews. Got a copy on me, guys?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
All right. All right, Hossack, so make sure you're transmitting on the All Teams channel, and make sure you unmute the All Teams channel on your scanner part. All right, Kip and Hossack, got a copy on me?
I got a copy.
All right.
Sure.
Okay, we've got the whole team, whole field out here on the track doing some hot laps. You got any questions for any of the drivers?
Yeah, I have one. I want to know how Mark Rabilis was able to drive that car on two wheels all the way around turns 1 and 2.
Because I suck on dirt, so when I'm up on that wall, I get some wheels on the concrete, and I feel a little bit safer.
So he got a little bit of pavement under his tires.
Exactly, I'm terrible on dirt.
I got a question for Rosta.
Uh-oh, what's up?
I've been watching you for the last few laps there. You're looking pretty good, and the car looks pretty stable. Just wondering what your chances are tonight. What do you feel?
Well, hopefully I can at least maintain. I've been kind of trying a couple different, just a couple different ways of driving, and haven't decided. One's a little faster, but way unstable. So I just may try to be safe.
I like your entry into the corner. It looks pretty smooth. Looks pretty good from where I'm sitting.
The 30 car of Brian Eady, too, has a very respectable time up there.
I think he may have left, but yeah, he put up a good number.
Oh, he's still in the room here. He's just not out on the track, I guess.
I thought I saw him leave.
Yeah, he's just pulling back out onto the track now. We'll watch him for a couple laps. Alright guys, thanks for letting us come in and interview you. We'll be popping in and out during the race here, mainly under cautions. We'll let you get down to racing, but we'll be over on our 123 channel doing commentating. Thanks guys.
Yeah, thanks, fellas.
Good luck, everyone.
Yes, sir. Y'all too.
Well, that was fun. Kind of cool to get in there and do a little speaking to the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, I muted them while we're talking in here. Don't forget now, when the race actually starts, we'll have to go mute drivers until we're ready to talk to them under caution.
Oh yeah, Edie's looking pretty good.
While I'm not in the car.
What was that there? How's that guy walked over you?
Just wondering how I access my black box for TeamSpeak.
So it's whatever you use to access your black box. You should be able to pull it up right now.
I was going to my car to do a test drive so I could get to my black box, and I was just wondering what button it would be so I don't have to do that.
Yeah, you should just be able to hit the normal button that you use to access your black box to scroll through it.
Okay, perfect. All right.
A little bit of technical figuring out here, guys. This is our first live broadcast of the season. Wait till the end of the season here to do it, but hopefully we'll have a good race here tonight. 50-lap feature tonight. We've got some heat races, and they will be ready to qualify here in just over 3 minutes. Getting ready to lay down a lap. See where they put. Top two will go straight to the feature. Everybody else got to get in through the heats.
Yeah, one other thing there, Hoss, if you hit your space bar while you're watching, the thing will go away.
Yeah, I saw that. That's good.
All right, we're watching the 7 car go around the track right now. Dylan Wallace. He is 6th on the board currently in that number 7 Falcon ride.
Hey, we got Ryan Traver in the room tonight. Get him all fired up real quick by going and interviewing him.
So a couple different cars out here tonight, mostly all Chevy Camaros, newer and older models. 1 Pontiac Firebird in the field.
JB, I was watching your onboard from today. I thought it was pretty cool. You got your number and your name on the inside of your dash.
Yeah, that's a new thing they're doing for everybody. It's in every car, I think. At least the Cup cars. Yeah. You were watching my stream from last night.
Yeah, maybe it was last night.
All right, I'm going to jump over and interview real quick, Ryan. Ryan Traver, you got a copy on me up in the booth? Ryan Traver, this is JB up in the booth. You got a copy on me?
I think he just went to the Florida potty.
10-4. All right, you guys getting ready to qualify here. Good luck, and we'll talk to you sitting on the grid. We'll get a couple interviews before we do some heat racing, guys. That Zachary Cox has got a pretty good looking ride, doesn't he, Kip?
Let me have a look at it here.
So Hossack, if you hit your C button, that'll change the camera on each car, and if you hit your V button, it'll go through the field of cars. Alright, these guys are getting ready to qualify here, guys. We'll do a couple of qualifying laps here, and we'll watch a couple of them go. We'll see who goes out first here.
Too late, Ryan. We're going to qualify. We'll get you on pit road. Yeah.
I'm on board with Ryan Traver. We'll see how he qualifies.
Yep, I'm watching Edie. It won't let me mute the drivers at this point, though, but they're staying pretty quiet. Oh, Edie's looking pretty good, coming out of 2, down into 3. kicking her sideways, gassed it back up, and that number 30 car, he's looking pretty good tonight. We'll see what he pulls off here on the board.
Ryan puts his into the wall in 1 and 2. We'll have to see what he does on this next lap.
Brian Eady, top of the board, beat out Colio. That's his main competitor right now.
I'm on board with Cole, and this second lap is looking pretty sporty.
Yeah, old Edie made some nice lines too. If he doesn't hit the wall, which he doesn't, this might be a good one. Even quicker for Brian Eady, 27.909. Only driver to break into the 27s. He's going to be quick tonight.
Yeah, Cole just matched what he did in the...
Holy cow, look at Mark. He just got completely up into the fence and rolled her over 3 times. I think that was after the race was done here for the time, and let's see what he does here. Just wide open, right up against the wall, climbs the fence, gassing it up still, all the way on the fence, gets his back wheels caught up, does a couple flips, lands on his lid. Alright, we've got Rosta still on the track right now. And at Benson Speed Equipment Pontiac, he's trying to lay down a couple laps. We'll see what he does on the boards. Didn't look the best coming off of that corner. Should be a good in the race. See what he did here for qualifying. Right now he's third, right behind Edie and Duggar. That is a good spot for him. Fourth is Roger Woody, and Dakota Floyd is sitting in fifth as Rosta makes his last lap here. Gets a little high in 3 and 4. That might be a good way to keep up momentum. Let's see what it comes at the line. Doesn't improve his time. He did a 28.707 on that last lap. First lap was a 28.640.
Couple things here real quick, JB. Colio said we probably won't be able to hear any of the drivers during the race. That's just usually how it is. He said at least it is in the public rooms, so we'll see on that. And the other thing is for some reason I can't see some of the drivers.
Yeah, you couldn't see some of them because they were in the second room, Kip, I believe.
Yeah, I know. I clicked on Rosta, though, during qualifying, and I still couldn't see him. Weird.
He qualified later than everybody else. He was the last to qualify, so he might not even been on the track when you try to see him.
I got you. I was just trying to watch when you said what he was doing there. I got you. Now, you are live, right? You're not on the replay?
Yep, I'm live.
Has to be a heat somewhere right now, don't there? Oh, not yet, till the time's up. Sorry about that.
Yep, they'll get out here and do their first heat races here. Colio and Edie are locked into it right now. And we're going to be doing some heat races here in a second here at USA. Waiting for the pace car to pull on out and get the first heat gridded up. We'll have some racing. Enjoying a nice pork chop tonight. Anybody else indulging a little bit during the race?
Pork chop.
Pork chop, bring it back. All right, there's official pace truck, Chevy Silverado, rolling out onto the grid as the cars start to grid up behind him. We'll get this first heat race a-rolling. Looks like Rosta in the 12 is going to be sitting right on the pole.
It looks like Rosta is not supposed to have that 12.
All right, we've got Dakota Floyd sitting second in the 9. Behind him, there's the 4 car of Zachary Cox. Then we've got Jeff Wimmer in the 3. And Ryan Travers in the 01, the same paint scheme that Cox is running, so that might be a little bit confusing. Cox in the 4 and Ryan in the 01.
They have different schemes for me. Ryan's in the one with the cloud of dust I used to run, and Zachary Cox is in a old rusty looking thing.
All right, pace car's got its lights off there, ready to rock and roll here for this first heat. We're going to ride along on the TV1 camera view with Rosta and see where it goes from there. Pace car's pulling off, and they get ready to go green. One more lap.
Race will start on the iRACING green flag. Race will start on the iRACING green flag. No cautions in the heat race. Tempo.
You might want to try to hit Control R, JB, see if that fixes it.
You guys hearing all the drivers in Cole?
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard Cole.
Yeah, I can't mute drivers or race control, but that'll be cool. We'll kind of hear them guys in the background. We'll probably override them here in the booth, so every time we're not talking, they might be able to chime in, and we'll be able to hear them. They can't hear us unless we switch over to their view here. All right, now the pace car is going to pull off, and we're getting ready to roll here for this first heat race. Roast on the pole. 9 car on his outside.
Green flag.
You heard it from the spotter. Green flag is out. The 9 car makes a move on the outside. Starting to move around Roast on the outside. He has got a good run. Pulls into the lead. Roast is down low. See what he can do. They come back through out of 2. So they're neck and neck. Roast pulls out. 9 car hits the wall just a little bit. Roast has got a nice advantage going into 3. We'll see if he can hold on to it. As that 4 car is looking right underneath the 9. They might have bumped a little bit in the corner. They bump again coming out of 4. Side by side for second place. Roast is pulling away.
Rosta gave it up on that start, but man, that was a nice pass that he made to get it back, right back.
Yeah, and it looks like Ryan Travers going to move up. The car in front of him, well, now behind him, got into the wall.
Yep, so you got your 9 car of Dakota Floyd in 3rd place. Ryan Travers making some dirt move back there. And the 4 car right now of Zachary Cox is trying to hold on to 2nd, but the 9 car is trying to take it away from him on the outside. That is a good battle for 2nd place. Door and door coming out of 4. Those guys are on lap.
And we're going to hear is Polio because he was on race control.
Yeah, you can't mute drivers either, though.
Yeah, ever since I got in the room, I wasn't able to mute the driver channel.
All right, these guys are battling for 2nd place. That's the best race on the track right now, as the 9 car of Dakota Floyd and Ryan Cox battle it out. 9 cars got it right now. Dakota Floyd going into turn number 3 with Cox right below him. They almost make contact. They are bumper to bumper. Coming out of 4, down the front straightaway into the final lap. I think Rosta's got it all wrapped up from here. What do you guys think?
He's looking pretty good. I'd like to see him win this race tonight.
Yep, he's the kind of the sentimental favorite. Over in our other games we had simulated on. Oh, there's a pass for turn number 2. The 4 car of Zachary Cox pulls into 2nd and takes it away from Floyd and in the 9.
Good battle 4 and 9 car. That was a lot of fun to watch. Thank you. Make it happen.
All right, this is JB up in the booth. Nice run, Roasta. What do you got to say about that heat race?
Yeah, it just went real well. It went real smooth. Didn't have any issues. Yeah, it was exactly what I wanted.
Yep, nice job. And old Cox and Floyd were battling for that 2nd spot. What do you think, Floyd? You took it away from him right at the end there.
How about it, guys? Good luck.
All right, we'll jump back in the booth here. Good luck on the second heat. Field's rolling.
Got Roger Woody starting the pole on this one. We'll see how he fares against Mark Revelis on the outside.
Yep, Roger Woody in that 911 Red Rooster car against Mark Rebilius in the 99. He is the sponsor of this series. This is the Dirt Street Stock Series presented by Rebilius Photo. Behind him we have the 27 car of John Ruffalo, a competitor in our pavement street stocks, pulled over into the dirt street stocks for the finale. See what he can do here. Got Dylan Walsh in the 7 behind him. And Blake Corbett in that Bass Pro Shops Camaro number 14, Smitty's Race Designs out back. We'll see if he can move up a little bit during this heat race. Pace lights are out on the pace truck, and we're probably getting ready to roll here. What do you think, guys? Who's got the win on this tonight?
Meh.
Reminder, guys, we don't have enough people in here to kick people out, so we will...
You can talk over the drivers, guys.
I'm gonna have to go with Mark here. It looks like the outside really gets going on the start here. So if he can get the lead and just maintain it, I think he's got a good shot.
Yep, I think if he can get a little traction on that outside concrete, he's got it. All right, pace truck's pulling off. Old Red Rooster's on the pole. We'll see what he can do.
That's my pick. I've run side by side with him before. Roger Woody is my pick.
Pulls out to the lead right now. Gets a good jump on the start. 27 car of the Corona is underneath him. Mark Rebellious is trying to get that outside lane working. We'll see what he can do. But right now, Woody and Rebellious are making that high line work.
I will say, if the 27 runs that bottom right, I think he's going to be faster on the outside.
That was the move for second place in the first heat. That's how the 4 car got around the 9 in that first heat, making that inside line work. But right now your leader is way up on the cushion, and so is Mark Rebellious. 27 is trying to make it work down there and getting a little bit of gains. Right now he's in second place.
Blake lost it there coming out of 4 that last time around, so he's tail end of the field right now.
So 7 is John Ruffalo. I really think if he hit these marks, there's enough dirt down there still. There's only 50% usage for the start tonight, so I figure that's a place to be at the start, but it will go away.
You would know better than anybody here, Kip. You are season 27 Dirt Street Stock champion. Congratulations. How'd the season go for you?
It went really well, I'll tell you. I had some good battles, so there's some good drivers out there. They just didn't make as many races as I did. Colio, there's another one, Andrew, can't think of his last name, Widman, I think, maybe. He's really good, too. I mean, there's several. We have some really good dirt drivers in this league. They just don't run every week.
Yep, and as we expand here, this is our first season on iRACING. As we expand, get more drivers, it's going to be more and more competitive and harder to do it. That's why getting this first championship over here is probably a good time to try and claim one. Right, Hossack, winning that late model championship. I had a good battle with you all season. It came down to the last race. I'm glad you got it, though. You did way better than I did this season.
Yeah, I tried with the break.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I wanted to battle a little bit there with you last race there, but I'm not sure what happened to you.
Yeah, we had a little bit of tangle going down into the corner there. Who's to say who was at fault? Oh, Mark is up in the fence again. Who's to say who was at fault, but it was a good season, and I really enjoyed racing against you. As they're getting lined up for the feature, here we go. Brian Eddy on the pole, Cole Duggar starting second. Rosta is going to be starting third with the 911 of Roger Woody. And the fourth place, Zach Cox in the 4 car. In 5th place, Mark Rebellious in that Chrome 99. In 6th, Dakota Floyd in the 9 car, also a real fast competitor. In 7th, John Ruffalo in the Corona car, 27. Starting 8th, Ryan Travers in the 01, starting in 9th. 10 is going to be the 7 of Devin Wallace. 3 is Jeff Wimmer in 11th place. 12th is Blake Corbett. And 13th is Gregory Mefford with 07 of Richard Melendez. 14 cars in the field here for a 50-lap feature, and we'll see what they can do.
This should be one heck of a battle up front, let me tell you. And if Rosta keeps driving the way he was and Roger Woody, they've got a shot at this too.
Yeah, if those top 2 cars get to race, and all Rosta has to do is just run his line there.
Restarts, it will be up to the leader's choice anytime between turn 4 when the pace car is off and the iRacing green flag.
Cole Duggar, our acting race official in this race, just laying down a little bit of the ground rules for the guys. We always have race officials racing right alongside you, so we make calls from the seat of our pants here. Looks like they are going green next time by. Got a good field of cars here. What do you think this race is going to look like tonight, Kip?
Man, I'm telling you, this is going to be great. I mean, I know there's the first 6 cars, if they stay hooked up, and even in the same lane they're in, they've got a shot at it. But I look for the bottom to be the go-to in the first half of the race.
All right, you heard it right from the horse's mouth there, guys. The bottom is going to be the lane to pick. Right now, that 30 car and the 12 car are sitting on the bottom, and they should have a good run at it if they can just keep it wound up down there. Rosta and Brian 80s. But I think Brian 80 is going to have a really good shot at it. It's going to be hard to battle Colio. He's going to have a good run all night. And Rosta's kind of the dark horse. Doesn't run real good a lot of the times, but he's been running a lot better lately, and we'll see what he can do as they come off of turn 4. Green flag is out. Go down into turn number 1 there. 30 car has got the lead with Colio trying to find some dirt on the outside. Right now that bottom is working as the 12 car of Rosta pulls up under the inside of Colio. He's trying to make the bottom work just like the 30 car of Brian Eddy is. And we'll see what they can do here. The 911 car of Roger Woody sticking right with him, and that is a good top 4 right now as that 30 car starts to inch away just a little bit.
Looks
A little bit of battle.
A little bit of the.
Oh, we got a wreck in the back. 7 cars spun out. I don't know if that's going to bring out a caution or not. Colio's looking to the inside, trying to get under Rosta there. Gets his nose under there, roots him up out of the way, coming out of 4, and Colio takes the 2nd spot. But now Rosta's in that high line, and he is trying to get big right back down to the bottom, it looks like, and try and get underneath Colio again as those guys battle for 2nd. The 30 car of Edie's pulling away from it, and Roger Woody's out back just waiting for all 3 of them to wreck. What do you think, Hossack? Who's looking good right now? I know Edie is out front, and you really can't save a lot on the dirt, so who do you think's got the upper hand right now? Probably Edie, huh?
Edie definitely does, but I'm watching Rosta. He's giving Cole all he can handle right now. He's looking pretty strong.
Yep, Rosta's definitely getting better here on the dirt. Big transition from the Project Cars 2 world where he was racing before, but he has really made the transition very well. What do you think, Kip, about Rosta's change over here in the last season?
Oh, I'm going to tell you, he's a whole different guy over here. Listen, he is just a solid competitor over here, especially on the asphalt. He's getting better here, don't get me wrong, but the asphalt, I mean, it's night and day difference from Project Cars to here.
Yep, for those of you who don't know, we've ran Project Cars 2, Gran Turismo, last, I say 10 years we've run over there in that PlayStation world, running this Sunday Cup League, and we just switched over to iRacing. Looks like we did it right in time here with All of motorsport shutting down. Caution is out. Caution is out right now, wrecking the back of the field. I imagine we'll try and figure out what happened here.
Yeah, that's going to change things now because Colio gets to start right behind Brian Eady. We'll see what happens.
All right, here's our replay going down into turn 1. Looks like Edie got it sideways, maybe up, hit the wall. There's already a spin out of the 9 car in front of him. He runs into the 9 car. The 9 car is what brought out the caution. Let's take a look at that.
And I don't know, but I think Brian Edie just disconnected. I don't see him on the track.
Oh, he probably didn't know about the quick fix.
All right, see you, Mark.
Mark spun out, collected the 9 car. 9 car spun out. That was your caution. Mark Rebellious.
Well, let's pick things up. We got Colio, Rosta, Roger Woody, and the 4 car Zachary Cox.
Yeah, it didn't look to me like Edie needed a quick repair. He just kind of pulled over to the inside and left. I don't know what he was thinking, what he was doing, but he had a great run going, a win in hand, it looked like. Now it shakes everything up again, and we should have a hell of a battle between Rosta and Duggar.
Yeah, I agree. I think he just maybe had something happen. You know how it is.
Yep, we've got the 01 car pulling into the pits right now, trying to get some repairs done. We've got the 14 pulling into the pit lane also, trying to get some repairs done. And the 9 car is just pulling off of the pit lane, getting repairs completed on those Chevy Camaros.
Mark must have had to leave for another wedding.
So we've had a little bit of attrition here, guys. The 01 car is pulling out of the pits, rejoined the pack. Looks like we've got 8 cars left in this deal. Still going to be a hell of a battle between those 2 leaders. Probably 2 of the best, some of the best dirt races we've got, and Sunday Cup League veterans.
Yeah, and right after this, guys, tonight we are making a dirt late model room. We use the Pro car, and it will be in a public lobby. So, and most all these drivers in here know it. Colio just told them, he's going to tell them again.
Looks like Colio's pulling out to a pretty good lead over Rosta right now. Rosta didn't get the best of starts. Him and Roger Woody got a little bit of a bumpers and doors banging into each other right there. But right now, Colio's in the highland trying to make it work. Rosta's on the bottom. We'll see if what you said came true here, Kip, and if Rosta can make it back up to the front there on the bottom. He's looking good right now.
Ooh, Roger Woody tagged the wall on the way out. And Zachary Cox is moving up, running that low line.
Yep, Zachary Cox is making that line work better than Rosta is. Rosta's kind of running the middle line almost right now, and that might be hurting him a little bit, as Roger Woody can't stay out of the fence. We've got another wreck in the back of the pack here. That's going to bring out the yellow.
How was that not a caution?
I'm asking the same thing. I thought that would be a yellow for sure. This car stopped on the track after a wreck. I guess they're still rolling though, and Colio's high, wide, and handsome, making that top lane work. What do you think, Hossack? Oh, as Colio hits the wall, getting too high, making that Kyle Larson groove work. What do you think about Colio's chances tonight, Hossack?
He's looking pretty good. I think Rosta might have missed a shift on that start and let him get away, but I think if he stays high and Rosta keeps low, at it.
They're flipping on the front stretch.
I think that Corona car is blinking like he did on Wednesday.
Yep, we're looking at a replay here. Corona car was blinking a little bit, but the 9 car comes out of turn number 2, gets into the fence, and rolls up onto the wall and then does a couple barrel rolls down the back straightaway and gets stuck upside down. He is going to have a tow to the pits, and that is going to cost him dearly. The 9 car of Dakota Floyd is really out of contention at this point.
Yeah, tough break for him, but, you know, sometimes these things happen. I don't think any other car was involved, though.
Nope, looks like it was all by himself here. Got a little bit too high, rolled up into the fence, and did some barrel rolls. Like I said, we watched it on the replay there. Tough break.
Let's take some odds. Is Colio going to stay on the high side, or is he going to run to the bottom to get a gap right off the bat?
I think he's staying up high. It's just a question if Rosta or that 4 car can make the bottom work or the outside work and try and get back up to him. Hopefully Rosta has a better restart.
Yeah, Rosta's running that rubber line, and that is not good. You're better off either high or low.
So with that, the 9 cars out of it, we have 7 cars left in this field as they follow the pace truck around. I think Colio's going to have a good run at it here, but we will see what happens. What do you think about Rosta's chances there, Hossack? Or even the 4 car getting up into it?
I think if Rosta just runs the bottom, I think he can chip away at Cole. I think Cole's probably going to stick to the high line for a little while just to kind of race a little bit, but we'll see. I don't think Cole's one of those guys that likes to run by himself. I think he likes to mix it up a bit.
Green flag.
I agree. See how much better Rosta did not running that rubber?
Yep, Rosta's kind of following Colio around here. Now he's back down in the rubber, but he's getting below it, and he's making a little bit of ground up on the leader. We have a battle for the lead.
Yep, that's why I say if he can keep a couple tires in that dirt, he'll do good down there.
And I think that just clicked in his head too, Kip. He's starting to figure it out. He's a quick learner, and he might be taking the lead off of 2. Colio figured that out, did the crossover on him, and he tried to get down there, but he slid up, and Rosta is making a better line through the corner than Colio did, and they are still neck and neck down the front straightaway.
I like what Rosta's doing. He's backing up the corner a little bit, letting Colio scoot up the hill a little bit and try to drive under him.
Colio's definitely got a lot more laps on the dirt than Rosta is here, but Rosta's doing a hell of a job for the little experience he's got in iRacing and on the dirt to be running so good with Colio. Colio's doing kind of a different line through the corner. He enters real low and then slides up to the high side for the exit.
Now Rosta's going to be right up his butt.
Yep, that Pontiac number 12 runs down on the bottom side. He takes the lead in the middle of the corner. Let's see if he can hold it coming off of 4. And Rosta's got it to the line. See who leads this lap. It is going to be Rosta 1, 2, 3 with that leading that lap. Good job. 21 laps into this 50-lap event. We have a new leader.
Oh, he tried to come down and protect the bottom, but Cole was already there.
Got Roger Woody hitting the wall in the background there. He gets a little sideways, gathers the back up. Right now, these two are really running away with it. I can't take my eyes off the lead to follow what's going on in the back there. This is a hell of a race.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you got 4 cars actually together there. You got Roger Woody. You've got, let's see here, under Roger, you got John Ruffalo, you got Zachary Cox, and Jeff Wimmer. They're all 3 in there.
Yep, 2 real packs there, the lead pack of 2 and backpack of 4. Right now, Colio is starting to wind it up. Like I said, he's a veteran on the dirt. He'll figure it out here. We got a wreck in the background. Roger Woody slides out.
Out.
Caution is out.
What's your car doing, bud?
Oh, and he's got some front end damage. Yeah, he's got some pretty massive front end damage.
All right, we'll watch the replay here as he comes into the corner, into 1, hits the wall right where that 1 is, slides sideways, goes down and hits the front inside wall very hard. He does have some major front end damage. Luckily, this is a street stock. Ain't going to hurt him that much as long as his wheels are still straight. But that red Rooster car is definitely hurting.
Yeah, say that again, Hoss. We cut you off there.
I haven't raced any. I guess that pretty much answers my question right there, Cole, going to the pit. I was just wondering what tire wear looks like on these dirt tracks where I haven't done one of these races yet.
So all Colio is doing by pulling into the pits is fixing damage. He's not allowed to change tires here on these dirt street stocks. The crew can come around and check the tires, look at the wear, but I don't think there's going to be much wear here out on the dirt. He's just trying to fix some damage, I guess, from getting into the outside wall. He must feel that that's hurting him a little bit. Right now, Rosta's got the lead, and I don't see him giving it up rest of the race. Cole's going to come back up to the front, probably, but it's going to be hard to do.
I would venture to say within 5 laps.
There's only 25 laps left in this thing. Once he gets back up there, again, he did not change tires. He just repaired a little bit of damage on his car. Should be still a good race. We'll go back and watch Colio as he tries to work his way through the field here, restarting 5th.
Yeah, and that's correct. You cannot change tires in dirt racing. Unless you knock one completely off, I guess, yes. Then when you get your quick fix, you'll get one.
Colio, real quick, what was the thought about pitting there?
My steering was out of line from hitting the wall about 3 times.
10-4, good luck. We'll see you go up through the pack here and see if you can battle Rosta. You guys are looking real good for the win.
Green flag.
Alright, pace car is off, green flag is out. Colio got hung up by the 3 car a little bit there. Can't pass him before the line. Now it gets going. That is going to hurt Colio, and we'll see if he can still make a hell of a run up to Rosta. I feel that him and Rosta were really neck and neck, and it's going to be hard for Colio to move up if Rosta stays on his game.
Yeah, that's a lot of distance to try to make up here.
And they were so close before, running side by side. Rosta's really making that bottom work right now. It's not like he came in and got fresh tires. It's going to be blistering quick, you know. They're still the old tires.
If these 2 ahead of him wreck, yeah, that's going to be dicey.
Especially if he gets some more damage, it's going to hurt him even more. See what he does going into the corner here. Sees that 4 car slide up, tries to get underneath him here, coming off of the corner. He moves into 2nd spot. Colio make quick work of these cars on the back.
If I was Rosta, I would just focus out my windshield and don't even look in my mirror. He's got a big enough lead. He just needs to run his line here.
I got a feel that there's going to be another yellow here before the end of this thing with the way that 27 and 4 are fighting right now. I believe there's going to have to be something here, and that's going to get them right back to each other. But if there's not a yellow, Colio's just chipping away a little bit at a time. We'll see what he can do. You got intervals there of how much he's catching up to him there, Kip?
Oh yeah, he's going to reel him in quick. Look here.
What do the intervals look like?
Say that again.
What do the intervals look like? How much time is he picking up every lap?
Let me take a peek.
And that 27 car is wall riding back there. That's going to be another yellow waiting to happen.
You can tell he's mirror driving now.
Well, yeah, you can see how much Colio's catching up to him. It's throwing Roast off his game a little bit, I think. He feels that Colio's stronger here on the dirt track. Those guys are battling hard behind him, might cause a yellow, but right now Colio's looking for that lead, and he's under Rosta, and he might take it here coming out of 4. Back to the top, the Darren Moore car of Colio, 1, 2, 3 in the 11, making the run, pulling to the outside now, and pulling away from Rosta. Rosta's making that bottom line work. Still got a hell of a battle going on here.
You gotta think Rosta's hungry for a victory here.
Definitely hungry. We'll take a look inside Rosta's car here as we do a ride on board here in the BSE car, Pontiac, and he's making that bottom work through the corners. He's just seeing Colio out the corner of his eye there, and Colio's pulling off down the straightaway. Rosta's looking really good in the corners, making that bottom work. Colio's got a little bit of a different line, entering low, coming out high, and we'll see what kind of difference that makes here as we ride along with Rosta looking over that K&N air breather.
There's nothing like winning the last race of the season to go through your whole off season knowing that you won the last one. So if I was Rosta, if I could get close enough, I'd move him for the win for sure.
And I don't think Cole would blame him for doing that. Yeah, they're neck and neck. If he does hit him, it's going to have to be coming out of the corner where he can catch him right there. Oh, Colio made a hell of a move down the bottom there. Stayed to the inside the whole turn, which is different from what he has been doing. He pulled away. He might be putting that in the back of his brain here, that if he stays on the bottom, he can be faster than Rosta. Rosta's staying on the bottom right there and getting a run on Colio. It's good racing up front.
He sent it right there.
And he leads at the line. That was too close to call. They're going into their 38th lap here. It's getting almost near the end. There's about 12 laps to go. But right now, Rosta is in the lead.
I think I can feel a crossover coming on.
Rosta's sticking on the bottom, doing exactly what you said during the pre-race there, Kip. Making that bottom work. Here comes that crossover you were saying. As he gets his nose underneath him, Rosta doesn't have anything he can do about it, and he's going to be slower up in that top line, I do believe, as Colio pulls out into the lead, coming off of number 4.
Ooh, and Colio gets loose.
Yep, he got sideways, gave away some of what he had there, and Rosta was able to get back underneath him as they rolled on into turn 1. Neck and neck, door handle to door handle still. What a hell of a race here in the dirt street stocks.
When Rosta's in that rubber line.
Colio's making mistakes though, and he's kind of letting Rosta catch right back up to him. So if he can just like make perfect laps here on out, it's going to be hard to beat. I think all Colio's got to do is get back down to that bottom line, like you said. If he has a chance to get in front of Rosta and get down to that bottom line, he's going to have it won.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now, Rosa's not giving him an inch, and he's making that bottom line work again, side to side, going across the line there. I don't know who led that lap. It's too close to call. About 8 laps to go here in this event for the final here as we go into our off season. Colio gets back down to the bottom, slides up to the top. That's the Colio patented line there. As Rosta makes that bottom line work, getting down in the dirt. See if he can make a little run at it here at the end. What do you think his chances are here, Hossack, Rosa's chances?
I think his chances are good, especially if Cole keeps running the top there, but I think that Rosta needs to push entry a little bit harder than he has just to get more, get closer mid-corner. Just like that.
Rosta led it there. It's going to be a good race if these guys keep doing what they're doing. They're starting to catch lap traffic, though. About 6 laps to go here in the Dirt Street Stock Finals, Season 27 of the Sunday Cup League. Right now, it's a dead heat for the top spot. And Rosta pulls out to one of his biggest leads he's had all night, over a car length over Colio. They touch going into turn 1. Rosta's got the upper hand right now.
Yeah, Colio's in the slick right there.
That's what I'm saying. I think Rosta just needs to send it in these entries. The car will stick. Looks like it will anyways.
Well, he's got a good car, but Ethan and the boys at the shop gave him a good piece. Colio's probably got a little bit better car, a little bit more experience, but Rosta's having a good night tonight. But he slips up off, and he's into the rubber, like Kip said, and that really cost him in that corner. 4 laps to go.
And that rubber, that slick, it's just no good.
Yep.
At least a couple tires off of it.
Yeah, he might have tried to send it a little bit too much into that corner and slid up into that rubber. Right now, he's looking underneath Cole. He's got it. He's got it, making another run at it here. So, Kip, you and me are probably a little bit biased here with you having the car in the lead right now and my car second. Being team owners here, let's should be a hell of a race here. I think Colio might have a little bit of an upper hand if I had to call it, though.
Well, it's just the experience, that's all. But I will say this is Rosta's best dirt race I've seen him run.
If they catch this 27 coronavirus car, it's going to be a whole different race here as they come to 2 to go.
Boy, you ain't kidding, especially getting all sideways and blinking.
So they go into lap 49 of 50 here, 2 to go. Getting the white flag next time by as Colio gets past the 27, I do believe. It's hard to tell. If he comes back down into Colio's line, messes it up, Rosa's going to be right on him.
Did you see how he just stuck that down in there, except for the exit he didn't keep it?
All right, white flag is out. And this lap traffic is starting to make a little bit of a chink in the sprocket here as Colio slides up. Rosta's making that bottom line work. They're pretty close coming out of 2, going down into turn 3. We'll see if Rosta has anything for him here as he tries to send it. Colio making that bottom line work, and he might have it here as long as he doesn't get caught up with this 3 car coming off of the corner, which he does. They touch. They touch and spins it, and Rosta almost makes it back past him. One hell of a race.
Man, that was close.
Yeah, that was real close. The 3 car sure bottlenecked it up.
That was a fun race, Rosta.
What a
Yeah, guys, that was one hell of a battle there between Rosta and the lap traffic causing a little bit of an issue there at the end, and Rosta almost catching back up. Really close run. What do you got to say for yourself there, Colio?
It was a lot of fun. I kept trying to run the high line because that's what I'm usually more comfortable with here, especially with a higher usage, because I usually get tight going into 1 on the bottom, and I get loose on the bottom in 3 and 4. So clearly, I guess I just had to deal with hitting my rear end or front end on the right side wall on entry a lot. But I come in, got fixed. That helped a little bit, and just continued to beat it up a little bit more, but I was able to stay fast enough.
Yeah, and that was one hell of a race there. You guys were neck and neck the entire time almost, it seems. Rosto, how do you think your car handled tonight? You had one of the best dirt runs you've had in your career.
Yeah, definitely. The car was there. I had moments where I kind of let it go, but I mean, yeah, the car could have done it. When I started running, when I had that little moment that I was running by myself, I started overdriving on exit and, kind of shot myself in the foot. But yeah, the racing was great. That was a really fun race.
And it was really nice for us fans to see on YouTube there. Really good race. As you see, the track's almost completely slickened over now. Was it tough to run the line you wanted to or not?
Yeah, definitely. In fact, kind of found a new little way, just grabbing that little extra bit of dirt on the inside, on the exit of the corner. But without that, I couldn't even keep up. But I kind of found a way of running that inside line that was working for me.
Yep, and you guys had a good race, put on a hell of a show there. Colio winning it, Rosta coming in second. We'll talk to our fourth place driver. He's still in the field here. Zach Cox, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Zach, you finished up third place there. Really didn't have anything for the leaders, but you had a hell of a battle between the 01 and 199 there, 911. How do you think your race went, Zach?
Pretty good. I just couldn't keep up the pace. I was having issues with the car just being way too late or way too loose, but I was able to keep that inside line that I had going through the heat. It kind of worked out for me pretty well and just kept on plugging away at it.
Yep, you did a nice run getting up on the podium. Roger Wood, you got a copy on us?
Yeah, I got you.
Roger, you tangled with the wall a couple times there. Probably didn't have your best race. Came back home with a fourth place finish. What'd you think about the night?
Well, I'm my own worst enemy. I've in a real race car, I get in it and I go around a couple laps and I get relaxed. And in these things, I stay tense too much. And when track's slicked over like it is right there, it just I'm my worst enemy. It ain't the car, it's not the track, it's me. So I done what I could, had to come in and get fixed. I'll take a fourth place tonight.
Yep, nice run here in the final race of the season. Everybody put on a good show. We'll talk to our fifth place finisher if he's still in the room here, the number 01 of Ryan Trevor. You got a copy, Ryan? All right, looks like Ryan might have left here, but good race, guys. You put on a good show there on the YouTube channel for first and second. We're battling all night long, and really good race. Any final words out of anybody?
Yeah, we are going to run a public dirt late model right now. We're going to put it up. So anybody that's license C 2.0 or higher is eligible to run. JB, you going to run, or are you going to call it a day, or you want to stream it?
I think I might jump in the booth there and stream that one all by myself. Unless Hossack wants to join me in there if he's got time.
Yeah, I'll join you.
All right, pretty much the same way we got into this one. Let us know when you got it up, Kip. For Josh Tarrant Hill, for Kip Duggar, and for Michael Hossack. One hell of a race here for the dirt finale. Your series champion, Kip Duggar, and one good season here, setting it up for our first dirt season on Sunday Cup League. Nice job, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yep, we'll see y'all next time. Thanks.
See y'all.